So this giant box of rocks here, so this big excavation ends up being filled with gravel after we're done pouring all of our concrete piers, which I'll show you sort of the steps of them over there. The black material that you see is a geotechnical filter fabric, and it's wrapped underneath the gravel and then wraps over top of the gravel before we put earth back on top. It keeps out organics, any growth, so that we're not filling the void. So the voids in the gravel that you don't really notice are there is what's holding water. And there's a ton of space within that level of gravel that can hold water without us having to build a true concrete vault, right? Which would cost significantly more money. But how many trucks of gravel are there? 100 trucks of gravel? 42 total trucks. And what do we have so far? Six.
Wow. And then the black sheet, the geo fabric, is going to come over it, and then dirt on top?
Come over it and connect to this other side here, so it's truly wrapped around and protected on all sides. It's an envelope, really, and it's keeping anything from growing in there so it doesn't take that space. And then the dirt on top goes on top of that.
And then water will be able to go, is that porous?
Yeah, do we have any other pieces? Do we have any actual pieces of that sitting around? Yeah. So here is the geotextile fabric, right? So you can see that it's woven, and then we just seam it together, and it had a specific amount of, that wasn't porosity, what's the right term, Dave? A specific amount of infiltration, a specific amount of water infiltration that it would allow per code, in order to satisfy our calcs. And there's many different versions of this. You say geotextile fabric and people assume it's one thing, and then you start digging in further and realize that there's hundreds and hundreds of different versions. They all sort of do something specific. But this particular piece of equipment, like most other things, or materials, like most other things on this job, are far more typical in commercial construction. This house is being built like a commercial high-rise almost, versus a typical home. None of this stuff would exist otherwise, the way you do all this stuff. Over here are those